So the capabilities of 5G are going to drive an incredible amount of new use cases. If you just think about the single digit latency, the massively high bandwidth and throughputs, as well as the scalability that takes us into the billions of devices as opposed to millions. If you combine those capabilities in different ways, that's what really ushers in new use cases. So you could talk about things like telemedicine or self-driving cars or immersive learning, a network of drones, and all of those things are true and can be possible on 5G networks. But I also think that some of probably the most compelling use cases we haven't even thought of yet. It will be the same, I think, as when we ushered in 2G and 3G and 4G networks. So we learned a lot from our recent 5G trials. We lit up 11 different markets across the US with millimeter wave, and we tested a lot from the network perspective and performance of the network, as well as what real consumers would do and think of our service. So some of the key things we learned though technically were distance and penetration. So one of the initial thoughts was that, how far will millimeter wave really travel? What we found in the real world is that it exceeded our expectations, and we were seeing over a gigabit per second at a distance of 2,000 feet from the node. Also in terms of vertical propagation, we were thinking we would only get to maybe the 6th floor up, but we're actually seeing good signal at the 19th and 20th floors off the ground. Also, penetration through different building materials exceeded our expectations. So on a variety of fronts, I would say that our testing has made us pretty confident in millimeter wave and the applicability to a variety of deployment use cases. So deploying any new technology, there's always challenges to be overcome. We had it with 4G, and one of the challenges was, would you be able to get fiber to all your cell sites? That was an issue, but now it's done and we did it, so it's in the past. The same will be true with 5G. So we think today about use cases or about deployment strategies, but that's part of the fun, to be honest with you. That is the challenge that faces us. How do we get the deployment as optimized as possible for the value that we want to drive to consumers and enterprises? So that's really the challenge, but that's what we like to do. So bring it on. There are a variety of technologies that will help make 5G networks a reality. If you start at the RAN, of course, it's the broad and deep 28 gigahertz, millimeter wave technology. So that's really exciting for us to be able to usher in, new generation of services based on that breadth of spectrum. But then as you move back into the network, it's about virtualizing the RAN environment. It's about virtualizing the core environment and providing an end-to-end network that can really keep up with the bandwidth at the edge. We call this our intelligent edge network, and it includes sort of multi-use deep fiber assets end-to-end. So all of these things have to come together, and that's the fun and the planning of what brings 5G to life. My key message here today at 5G North America is that 5G is coming, and it's coming fast. You're going to see a variety of firsts from Verizon. We'll be launching a fixed home broadband solution, mobility to quickly follow, and then really sky's the limit. So my message to everyone is lean in on this technology. We need the whole ecosystem to make it happen. We plan on leading with technology as we always do, and we couldn't be more excited about what 5G has to offer.